sufficient to afford a good school for my daughter, nor was it able to sustain a decent home for my family in the city. So I was perpetually broke every other day. So one weekend, I remember we went out shopping with my wife and our daughter. And this particular weekend remains very dear in my life because it is the turning point. It was the turning point of my life. I remember while we were shopping, the little angel just went into the counters and picked a can of ice cream, and she just dropped it into the shopping basket. And to her surprise, the mother picked it back and returned it to the shelves. And she could not understand why we are shopping, and she can't shop for anything. And she really was at pains and in tears actually. And I felt the pain as the girl felt it. I was embarrassed, and I left the supermarket knowing that I needed to do something urgently to fix my finances. When after this I met this opportunity, and when it was presented to me, I opted to get started for one reason, so that I also join hands with others in the fight against poverty and ill health, because I was one of the poor people, but I wanted to get out of it. But I wanted also to get out with others. So I felt the opportunity gave me a perfect opportunity to help myself and to help others also get out of poverty on our way also to good health. And evening after signing up into the opportunity, and even anyone who could see me on the road could tell that this guy today is not usual. He is extremely happy. I Even my dear wife looked at me and she was like very expectant. Something good must have happened to this guy. And I shared the opportunity with her. I shared with her that I had found a side hustle, because that is what I was calling it then, to enable us make lots of money, and which will take our children, which will help us take our children to good schools, buy a car, build a home, and even travel the world together. She looked at me in total disbelief, and she thought this guy had gone nuts. And I continued sharing the opportunity with her. She kept on laughing. And at the end, she laughed me off. She imagined that, in fact, her statement was that I have been duped. And this, yes, to me was a message. But having been in a presentation like you are today, I knew better what I had had and what I had seen. As such, that didn't dim my desire to do the business and succeed. I continued attending trainings during lunch breaks and in the evening after work, because one, the possibility of earning just a profit and a bonus and on top of my salary meant everything. It meant a lot to me. It assured me that the goals that I had and the dreams I had, I would achieve them faster. Friends, I did the business for 1 month, and at the end of the month, I got a bonus of 341 and 50 cents. The following month, I got a bonus of 3,780. My third bonus was in excess of 11,300. And the turning point in this opportunity was in August 2015, when I earned a bonus of 68,597 and 50 cents. This made me realize the potential I had after wasting 18 good years in search of a well-paying job in vain. I made a decision to quit employment, and today I do this business full-time. I have the pleasure of doing it when I want, where I want. and even from the comfort of my house, just like I'm doing today. Um, One thing that I need to share with you is that when I made this decision to join, something was happening behind the scenes. My dad had just been diagnosed with prostate, uh, an enlarged prostate, and my 8-year-old son had developed asthma. And when I joined, I was told the company has the best products that we can use. So I immediately put them on our products alongside my entire family. And today, I can tell you with confidence that my son is free of asthma, my dad is free of the prostate enlargement and has not undergone any surgery whatsoever. The health of my family is at its best. I can't remember the last time we had a challenge that necessitated any of us being in hospital. And through New Life, I was able to actually move my children to good schools, and I've been able to make some good money. I have achieved some of my dreams. This includes owning a car, which my wife looked at and she was like, "You're joking." I now can confidently say that I own property in at least 5 counties in Kenya, as well as owning a home in Nairobi and back at home. And now I look forward to travel the world with my family. What also interests me is that when my 18-year-old daughter finished high school last year, she was amazed at the kind of transition that we had gone through from the time she could not pick an ice cream to now when she is able to see me more at home, to give her more attention. We have moved to our own new home. And she just decided one afternoon to gift me by signing up into New Life. And as I share with you today, I, I really I really thank God because of what she's doing. I remember like on Friday alone, she made 4,400 shillings in one day through sales profit. And that means at the end of the month, she will make up some money. And that excites me as a parent that I am bringing up someone who is going to be successful. So my future looks bright despite the current situation where we are confined and restrained because of the pandemic. I am certain that I am going to retire and retire a successful person. Our guest tonight, this evening, you can also achieve what I have achieved and much more through the New Life opportunity. I am going to present the basic facts about the company, the business opportunity. If you like it, we will get started right away. If you don't, fine, that's okay too. Because what I know is you will definitely become one of our loyal customers. So I want to share my screen so that we can move together from here as I share the opportunity with you. So allow me to do that. Okay. All right. So I want to talk about this wonderful company called Neolife. Neolife was started way back in 1958 in California, USA. It was started by a gentleman by the name Jerry Brasfield. Jerry Brasfield is the gentleman you see there. And he started it when he was at a tender age of about 19 years. Why did Jerry form this company? Jerry had challenges at his tender age, and at 19, he remembered that he was suffering asthma and his parents could not afford medication. So they used to use herbs from the farm to make concoctions for him so that he may be able to get relief from the attacks. And so Jerry decided to partner with professionals in the field of medicine and research to formulate something that can be acceptable and that can be used by everyone who is not able to afford conventional medicine, or who has challenge and requires to supplement. So Jerry formed Neolife in 1958. And after forming Neolife, he decided to spread it in the world. And therefore, as I speak to you today, this business came into Kenya in 1996. So some of us who are here today may be looking at a business that is almost our age or older than we are. So what is the mission of Jerry and Neolife as a company? Neolife is on a mission to make the world a healthier and a happier place, and this starts with me and you. What makes Neolife different? Neolife has been able to survive for the last 60 plus years because of the values that Neolife subscribes to. One of the values that we uphold dearly is absolute integrity. We are going to share with you about our products. We are going to share with you about the opportunity. And in all this, we are going to uphold integrity in what we say, and every action that we take also speaks about absolute integrity in what we do and say. We also value you as a person. And therefore, one of our core values is that people are number one. So while you are seated there as our guest tonight, we give you first priority. We have to give you information that helps you make an informed decision, and we have to give you information that is accurate and verifiable. The third value is that we give you products. Neolife is a manufacturing company. I will share more about the products, and we give you products that work, products that have been tested and confirmed that they conform to what we say they can do. The fourth value that guides us is that this is an equal opportunity to all. Our guests, you may be looking at me and saying, this guy was here in 2015 or before, and now he wants me to sign up today. Yes, why do I want you to sign up? Because I want you also to live a happier and healthier life. And this opportunity is equal to all, because what I'm going to share will show you that you can start today and catch up and even go beyond what I have accomplished in the same in the shortest time possible, if you accept to be teachable and to follow what we are going to share with you. So it's an equal opportunity to all. You join today, you're treated the same way I'm treated by the company, by all other members in the company. So we also have a long-range vision. I just started by saying that this company started way back in 1958, and it has survived for the last 60 plus years and going strong. Why? Because the company has a vision to make this world a better and healthier place to be. And in everything the company does, they try to make it as conforming to the current situation as possible. So we have products that are acceptable even now, and we have a long-range vision to continue re-engineering what we do to suit even the next decade. So you're joining a company that that is going to be of great value to you. And again, about long-range vision, I want to state here that this company that you're about to make a decision about is a company that is gonna be there past you. You will join today as an individual, and 5-10 years back to come, you will be looking behind and saying, I made a decision alone. But today, 10,000 or hundreds of thousands are changing their life because of that decision I made. So guests, you have a very important decision to make tonight. And whatever decision you make will determine the future of many other people that you even don't know today. You could be looking at yourself, but imagine this is a business opportunity that you can pass on as inheritance to your children and your children's children. So it is a company that takes good care of you now and in the future. So I want to share briefly about our company products. As I said, we are a manufacturing company and we manufacture products. I will talk briefly about the products lines that we have. And one of the lines we have is the Golden Home Care products. Golden Home Care products simply produces detergents. We have detergents that are economical, that are powerful, that are green. When I say green, that means they are acceptable in the environment. They do not affect our environment. They do not affect our soil and all that, even plants. So I want to maybe talk about one product we call LDC, or light duty concentrate. Light duty concentrate, as the name suggests, is a concentrated solution that you dilute. So you get 1 liter of light duty concentrate and you can dilute it to the ratio of 1 to 10. That means it will give you 11 liters of detergent that you can use in your home. So what can LDC do? LDC is a detergent that you can use it to wash your fruits and vegetables. You can use it to shower. You can use it to wash your dishes. You can also use it to wash your light clothes and even do your general cleaning. If you're cleaning your floor that is not very dirty, you can use LDC. But if there are stains, you can then add Super 10 to make it more effective. Beyond that, I will talk about our healthcare range of products. And a healthcare range of products, we have many products, but products are supplements. And these are food supplements that help us bridge the dietary gaps. As we all are aware, modern diet has stripped us a lot of benefits in the food that we eat. So there are some nutrients that we don't get from modern diet because of food processing and because of the way of doing business. You'll find that if you want to buy unga today, you will buy unga which is refined. It is refined not because it is the best, but because we want to increase the shelf life of unga so that it can stay longer in the shelf for the business person. But that refining strips it of very important nutrients that we require in our day-to-day basis. I will talk about a product we call TreeNN from that range. And TreeNN is one product that helps us or works in our bodies from the cell level. TreeNN actually feeds our cells, it renews our cells, it repairs and protects our cells. When you take TreeNN, you are feeding your cell. One thing that we should remember is that a cell is the smallest but the most important organ of our body. When your cell is able to function normally, you will be healthy and you will be active. But when your cell is not able to function normally, that is, it's not able to take out waste and getting nutrients from your food or your diet, then you look weak, you feel tired, fatigued, and this is one product that is among the pioneer products in this company. So I would urge you, if you're a guest today, don't and you have never used TreeNN, please ask the person who invited you on board to share with you TreeNN so that you can feel and taste the product. Then we have also our skincare products. We have, as I say, the cell is one of the smallest organ, and even our skin is made up of cells. And the skin is the largest organ that we all need to protect. So your skin and mine requires to be nourished and requires to be protected. And therefore, this company came up with wonderful skincare products that are organic and natural. They have no chemicals. And you can imagine I am now approaching level 5, but uh, many people I meet and who know me ask me what is the secret. And the secret has been using the skincare products. I use them and it makes them believe in what I'm doing and what I'm proposing to them. So it helps me even sell the product even more. So you, those are some of our skincare products. We have lotions, we have shower gels, which you can also buy and make good use of them. So friends, we have wonderful products. All these products have been well researched. We have renowned scientists and researchers who are behind the products. And when we tell you a product like carotenoid complex would boost your immunity by 30% in 20 days, we mean it because it is something that has been tested and has been documented. So if you want to work on your immunity, start using carotenoid. And in 20 days, you will notice that your immunity has improved. So friends, behind these products is a great business opportunity. And I want to share with you the opportunity. And this opportunity basically starts with you. You who is listening to me for the very first time, you need to have a desire, to own something or to change something in your life. I started by just listening, and my desire was basic: to get my children to a better school and to get myself to live in a better home in Nairobi and even at home. And so when I just listened to this opportunity, I renewed my dreams again. I realized that yes, I needed a car. My jobs from three different companies could not assure me that I could own a car and be able to manage it. Two, I needed a home. I was sick and tired of looking for houses in Nairobi, where you pay rent and you don't get even the house that looks like what you need. Today, friends, this opportunity has made me own a home where each of my children has complete freedom. They can live in their own room, and we only meet maybe in the kitchen or in the dining. So you just need to look at yourself and ask yourself, what is it that I want in life? Is it financial freedom? If it is financial freedom, I can assure you, friends, I am on my way to financial freedom. This business has proved to me that you can make money beyond what you can even imagine. So you need to have a dream. And as you have a dream, then you need to start working the business. So this company employs network marketing in distributing its products. And network marketing is a vehicle or a tool that we use to distribute products or to make our products reach the consumer. So it is just a vehicle, just like we normally get you move you have your own business. Maybe you are manufacturing this local stuff and you take it to a customer. So you have to walk to the customer and make the product be received by the end user. So the same way network marketing is a vehicle. But now there's a lot that plays in this business that you have to be keen about the company that you are choosing. One is you have to look at the longevity of the company. Is the company having a long-range vision? If yes, then you're okay. You need to look at the history behind the company. I've shared with you about New Life and the 60 plus years it has been there. That is a good indicator that you are joining a good company. Now, the other thing is that you must look at regulation. There is no business whatsoever, including that one that you imagine that you are running, you can run or you are running, that is not regulated. So any industry that you find, you must look for a company that is well registered and it has an office and it even pays taxes. Those are some of the checks that you need to look at. The other thing that you need to look at is the starting capital. a company that a business of any nature would require some investment. However, when you look at our starting capital, you realize that it is less than $100. So you have a company that really gives you an opportunity to start your own business at a very fairly cheap and competitive rate that you can ever start a business anywhere in this country or in the world. I want to now go straight to showing you how to get started in the business. And for you to get started, you just need to partner with Neolife. And when you partner with Neolife, you receive a starter kit and a product to start you off. This is just the starting point. So this product is supposed to help you now get to feel the benefits of a product. And as you go to see a client, you don't walk without something. When you talk to someone about the company, then you can have your product so that when you're sharing something that you have and that's something that a customer sees. So it helps you start off your business. Now, the next thing you do after starting, when you partner with a business, you become a distributor of the company. So we ask you to do very simple things. There are 3 daily success habits that we will urge you to cultivate, and we'll do this together. The first thing you need to do is to use the products. Why do we ask you to use the products? We ask you to use the products because the products are the best that they are in the market. Secondly, the products are of high quality and very economical. Third, you use because you're promoting your own business. You can imagine someone owning a butchery and is going to buy meat for you in another butchery next to his. How many clients will believe what you are selling? They won't. So you need to use the product so that you actually promote your business. You also need to feel the benefits so that when you're talking to someone, they see it. I use skincare products to look good so that when I talk to people about skincare, I know they will not ask me questions and why do you look like this? So I use it to promote my business, but to also make it a testimony to my customers. The second success habit that we want you to cultivate is we want you to share the products and the opportunity. Through sharing the products, you make some money on a daily basis through profits. You buy the products from the company at a wholesale price, you sell at retail price. The difference is the money you make. Now, imagine my 18-year girl making 4,000 in one day. That is what can happen to you and even more, depending on the effort that you put. Then we ask you to share the opportunity. Now, guests, I know you are listening to me alone tonight, but I am certain you know 2 to 6 people around you who are looking for an opportunity to just make some little money. Those are the people you need to share the opportunity with. Those are the people you need to show them this opportunity. Take, for example, you have John, Mary, and Joe. Show them how to also partner with Neolife and become distributors just like you. After they have done that, show them how to also use the products and share the products and build a customer base. Now, as they do this, you also step up to a position of a director. And as a director, our company, besides the sales profit that you make every day, you receive an income in form of a bonus of 50,000 plus Kenya shillings and more. Now, this is part-time money that I was making. And when I did this to this level, I realized that I could fire my boss. What if you take this to the next level where you show Tom, Mary, and Joe to also go out and show other 3 or more people to do the opportunity and step up to directors? When you help Tom, Mary, and Joe to become directors, then you move to another level where we call you a world team member. and you make in excess of 150,000 in a month in form of bonus, over and above the profits that you made. This is an amazing opportunity, friends. I want to tell you tonight that when I looked at the compensation plan when it was shared to me, I realized that even if just a half of what they said is true, then I was going to make lots of money if and only if I just decided to join and make money. So I made the decision to join. Now, friends, as I close, I want to share with you and tell you that your soul is in the hands of God, but your daily life is in your hands. I want you to ask yourself, how will your life be, or how will my life be in the next 3 months, in the next 1 year, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, so that you make the right decision. If I have done it, I know, friends, you can do it, and you can do it much better. You can be one of the best. And without wasting a lot of time, I want to invite I want to invite a special guest to speak to us and close the meeting for us. And it is a great pleasure for me to do this, because this is a leader who has done this business in a great way, and is a leader whom I really treasure. Whenever I look at, whenever I have any reason to not do this business, then I first remember that there is someone who has been here long enough and who has traveled the world, someone who has really made us proud as Kenyans, as East Africa, and as Africa. If today New Life was to publish the list of top achievers in Africa, I believe should be among the top 5 in Africa. And this is none other than our president team member, Judy Njeru. I know today she's celebrating her birthday in this business. What a great way to celebrate the birthday by just closing the meeting for us. Welcome, PT. Close the meeting for us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dixon. And thank you to everybody, to our guests. We welcome you. And I'm sure you are welcomed by the presenter. Today is my birthday in this great company. And it's just but the perfect moment. I'm going to share with you how we got started in this journey. That started on a day like this in year 2001. It's 19 years ago. And I'm sure whoever was born that time, somebody could be now be joining university. And so it's not just yesterday, but yet to me, it's just like yesterday. My name is Judy. I'm a career banker. I'm a mother, but my children are not young. My younger one is 26 years, and my older one is 28 years. So I have grown-up children, and that tells you none of them is in my house. And it's a privilege, because many times these days you get children and they don't want to leave their house. But they open to leave so that they could grow. And having been in the bank, I worked for 12 years, after which I took early retirement. I went home and I became a housewife. It's while I was there that I stayed in the house actually for 3 months. And then because I really wanted to rest, I wanted to, I was excited, the fact that now I'm free, I have freedom. I don't have to wake up very early in the morning. And so I was in the house for 3 good months and I was excited. And then those 3 months, I used to see the children go to school, my partner would go to work, and then I'm in the house. I only realized that it is in the evening when I see them coming back from school. And by then, most likely, I've been on TV the entire day. And after those 3 months, I said, no, I have to do something. You see, you are in Nairobi. Nairobi, you cannot live if you do not have money. and you do not want to become a burden to anybody. And you see, when I was working and I had my own income, and now that means for 3 months I didn't have an income, except maybe the money that my employer paid me as I was leaving. I was paying my retirement benefits. And so after those 3 months, I decided that I really want to do something that can bring bread in the house, that can bring hunger in the house. You don't have to be like one of my success rate courses. You don't want to be a goalkeeper, that anything that is thrown to you, come on 20 bob, I'm on 50 bob, I'm on 100 bob, that is what you jump na unachukua. I didn't want to do that. And so I started searching within myself what I really wanted to do. And so within myself, I had a child called Hope, and this Hope was in fashion and designing. And I said, because now I had the entire time, and of course I had already left to work, and I needed something that I needed to do. I visited my childhood hobby, and then I said I wanted to be a fashion designer. And one reason for doing this, when for those 3 months that I stayed home, I really wanted to earn my own money. But this earning money, I wanted a business that can give me money. The other thing, I wanted a very right business. Ushawahi omba biashara na wambia Mungu nataka biashara very right, but you don't know what kind of right business you're talking about. I don't like dealing with heavy goods. That is not my area. And yet I wanted to be a business person. But for me, I know I prayed for a right business, but I didn't know which one. So I thought maybe when I was going out to do fashion and design, that is the right business that I was thinking about at that particular point, that I can carry 100,000 with a paper bag. And who's worth 100,000 with a paper bag? And I thought maybe this is a business that I was looking for. And the other thing that I really wanted to go into business is because I'd worked in the bank and seen business people are the people with the money. For the employees, we used to have kipao in the banking hall that is written, if your salary is in, we say yes. If your salary has not come, we say no. And I didn't like that one. And sometimes I felt it's demeaning, because sometimes some of them would come to the banking hall so many times to check whether their salaries have come. But the business people and money 24/7. And that is a group of people that I really admire. And you see me as an employee, I only had my salary. My employer told me that anytime I saw money, I see it like stationary. And of course, I admired the business people. So I got to get a college. I registered myself. I started doing my fashion and design course. And I always say that sometimes when God wants to bless you, He uses any path to take you to the place that He really feels it is good for you. And so I'm doing this course. In my second last term, Alinda came to teach in that college, and she was selling to me some products. To be very specific, she was selling to me a product called NutriShake, and she told me it had 24 amino acids. And then I told her, you know what, I did my biology, the last time I saw biology was Form 6, and that is history. And I think she looked at me, and she thought that maybe she saw potential in me. And then she told me that if you're not interested in the product, I can show you how you can do this. You can do this business and you can make a lot of money. And you see, the reason why I was encouraged is because I wanted money. I didn't want my friends to run away from me. You see, having worked in the bank and a certain level of class of friends, you see, I knew where we could go for lunch. And you see, once you leave, it's like they think now because your money is finished that you are going to borrow from them. And so the best thing they can do is to stay. When they see you, they would rather stay away because utaomba pesa. That was the language in the bank. And so I didn't want to become a burden to my friends. I didn't want my friends to run away from me. I didn't want to become a burden to my children. I didn't want to become a burden to my spouse. And of course, sometimes when your children tell you, Mommy, can we get this? And you tell them that hakuna pesa, they will ask you, how come other mommies are able to do it? And so I didn't want that kind of thing. And so when she told me I'll make a lot of money, the following day I was in business, and it was a day like today, 19 years ago. That is what I'm talking about. And you know what? After they came back to our home the following day, they showed us the business. And I always remember my spouse asking my sponsor, how about if I brought a lot of people in this business? What would happen? akamwambia that you are going to make a lot of money. And let me tell you, then we were told the best thing that you can ever do for yourself, make sure that you come for training so that you can be able to understand, so that you can get the skill and the knowledge on how to do the business. And of course, that was of course a static. And so I continued doing my fashion and design course. And what happens is that when I was doing my last term, I think that's the time I became a director. In my first month, of course, I earned 3,094 shillings. In my fifth month, we became directors. My check was around 25,000. And I was very, very, very excited. And of course, I always was supposed to go and do my final exams. I never actually did my final exams because the business really overwhelmed me, and the rest of his history. So the money that I was looking for came my way because that was the reason why I enjoyed this business. And of course, in my 7th month, we became what we call servant directors. When you join this business, we are going to show you how you can make that money. And you know, that is how I fulfilled my very vast dream. I had a dream my calendar for so many years. I always say that when money is available, I'm going to buy myself a car. We have a car in the house, but of course, if the car is one, it's only one person who can drive it. You are taking it for shopping. I love shopping and I love window shopping. I can be in a shopping mall to 2 to 3 hours. Not that I do any shopping, it's because I love window shopping. And that was my hobby. And of course, sometimes I'll go with my family. And sometimes I'm told, wewe mami, wewe paki kwa gari sababu tukienda na wewe utaenda kukaa kwa mall. And so I never used to like it. So I knew when I get my own car, I can go to any shopping mall. And let me tell you, I'll be out when I'm satisfied. And this is the first dream that I achieved when I was in business in a year's time, and saved enough money by 1 year, and I was able to get my first car. It was KR 298K. I always be up. It was bluish purplish. It was so lovely in front of my eyes, and I've never forgotten that color. So in case you're looking for the money, it is possible you can be able to get it. And you see, today could be your first day, but in another 2 to 5 years, the story could be very different. Then I had benefit number 2. The products that I said maybe I didn't want, I spoke to my sponsor. Of course, I had a challenge. She gave me a program. I used the products. And let me tell you, the rest is history. I love the products with my entire heart. I can never forget the likes of garlic. Let me tell you, even if you are suffering from anything or anything, once you take in garlic, you are sorted out. Let me tell you, garlic is a lovely product. It's a product I have 24/7. It's a natural product. You know, it's just a group of the Kitungu family. If you can ever know what it is, that is the garlic, the chives, the what, everything. And when you take that product, it has an active ingredient called allicin. It is an active ingredient. And let me tell you, that is the strongest antibiotic there was ever be. So even if you take it daily, there's no problem. Lakini nikienda kuchukua zile za chemist, I'm always in trouble. And I kept them aside. I always enjoy my garlic. And of course, there are so many other products. I've used the weight loss. When I came to New Life, I was over 80 kilos. And I'm only 5.1. That was way above me. I used the weight loss program, and today I just maintain my weight. The other thing is that I've used many other skincare. When I came to New Life, I was looking for skincare products because when I got my children, and a very lovely skin when I was very young, but when I got my children, my skin broke out. And when I came to New Life, I was able to get the product that I've been using for the last 19 years. From the day I touched the skincare, I've never let it go. It's the best product that anybody can actually ever seek for. I love it with my both hearts. It's a beautiful, wonderful skincare product. If you've never used it, please try it. I'm in 54 now. I feel proud because my children are still young. I don't want to age when my children are still very young because I don't want to kama huyo ni grandmother. I don't want to do that. So I want to stay young for as long as I have my skincare. The other thing that I've really enjoyed in this business is travel. When I was in the banking industry, I have never enjoyed traveling. The beauty is that when you're in your life, you travel with your spouse. And we in our first year, we went for local tourism. In our second year, we started international travels. I remember we've been to America like 4 times. and between Hawaii, San Francisco, Las Vegas, many places. And it was lovely. And been able to visit the International Near Life office in California. And I always remember there's inside that office, there's a diamond staircase. Once you become a diamond, your name is put there. And so when I went to California, my name was there. I was so excited. I couldn't remember that. I couldn't forget. All the way in Kenya, my name is in California, somewhere on a staircase. I was so excited, and I will never ever forget the feeling that I had when we went to San Francisco, because it's just a drive away. And then I've been able to visit London, that is UK. I've been able to visit Hong Kong, that is those signs of China. I've been to Mexico twice, that is Mexico City, and Mexico Cancun. I've visited Mauritius twice now. I've been to Ghana, I've been to Tanzania, I've visited many places actually, and this year we were supposed to visit Czech Republic, but due to Corona, we were not able to go, but next year is coming. This year we were supposed to go to Miami, but again, because of Corona, I don't think we shall be able to go, but I still believe there's still a next time. And last year, I also fulfilled another dream. I visited Rome. You know, I was born in a Catholic family. And because I was in a Catholic family, of course, there are so many stories about Rome and all what goes with Rome. And so in my childhood dreams, I always saw one of my brothers who is a priest. There's a time we went to Sunday in Rome, and you know, we kept on thinking that beautiful place. And so last year, I was able to visit Rome. I also visited St. Peter's Square and the St. Peter's Church. And of course, it is dream come true. And so I said, don't you ever underestimate the dreams that you have. Because if I never joined New Life, I would never have a chance of visiting Rome. And so my childhood hobbies of seeing Rome one day where the Pope lives, let me tell you, it was always in my mind. And last year it became a dream. We visited there, we went with my spouse, and it was so lovely. I will never ever forget. And so I've traveled so much. We continue traveling. We are praying God so much that Corona won't go away, and then we can resume our travel. And of course, I cannot forget when we went to Hong Kong. I had another dream that I fulfilled when I went to this time Hong Kong, and there's a dream that I had for a very long time. And this dream was to go with an airline called Cathay Pacific. And let me tell you, I never knew one day when I would really use Cathay Pacific to travel. And when we were going to Hong Kong, we went via Dubai, and then we went via Qatar Airways, and then we went to Qatar, and then the next flight was Cathay Pacific. And let me tell you, that flight was so lovely, because the flight was about 8 to 10 hours. It was the most loveliest flight that I've ever had. The plane was so huge, carries about 500 people. I always wonder, suppose I never joined New Life, I would never ever had those experiences. And so today, I'm encouraging that those who you have your dreams, and maybe you think that they can never come true. If I can go to Rome, if I can be in Cathay Pacific, if I can go to California and find my name in a staircase, don't you think it is possible for you? Don't you think if you got involved with us, we are going to support with you? We are going to support you, and we are going to be together as you go on this journey of achieving your goals and dreams. And one more final one before I release you to go and do your other thing is that in these 19 years, you see, I've didn't done business, and in 2013, there's one final dream that when I finished Form 6, I joined the banking sector. And hapo katikati, I also went to do nursing at some point before I joined the banking sector. But you see, I never had my university education. And so I kept on telling myself that when my children went to university, I could see the photos were coming. Their father's photo was on the wall. My younger son, my older son was already in the university. My second son joined the university. And for sure, very soon, all the photos will be on the wall and mine won't be there. And so in 2013, when my children were in university, I went for evening classes. And let me tell you, I worked so hard. I was a business person. I was a mother. I was a student. And I was still a business person. And I did those roles without leaving none behind. And let me tell you, at the end of about 3.5 years, I graduated with a first class honors. I did BCom in marketing. And where I was, because I finished very early before I could graduate. So I was wondering, what do I do with this time as I'm waiting to graduate? I decided to do my master's program. Most of the things I did online. And in 2020, that was last year, 2019, I finished my master's in strategic management, in business administration. And that tells you what? All this education for me and for my children were paid for by New Life. I don't know whether you are a student. I don't know whether there's somebody who is, maybe you are not feeling good because maybe all the other people have graduated and you've never had a chance. My business never went down in not even a single day. My children never went to school. I was still a mother, I was still a wife, I was everything. And still I could be able to read and still do my business very effectively. We became president team members in 2.5 years, a position that we have kept for the last, I think 16.5 years now. And for sure, what I can tell you is that when you decide to do something, you just have to have your strategies right. You just have to have your plans right. You just have to have your dreams right. And let me tell you, so long as you have all that planned, it is going to work. Right, my children out of the house, they are now working. Now me and my spouse, we only work for ourselves and maybe do investments, because that is what we got to do now, because we want to end up, by the time we are maybe 70, 80, 90 years, we want to retire in style before we hand this business over to the generation that is coming. Because of course, this business is for the future generation. Your business never goes away. It is not like an employment. So this business, once we are owned, we'll give it to the next generation that is coming, and they are going to take over from wherever we shall have reached. And of course, our goal is to become 5 diamond in your life. It is possible. Others have been there. And for those people that are on this call for the very first time, we welcome you on board. It is something that you can be able to do. You can do it part-time or full-time. We are going to give you the total support that you ever need for you to be able to do this business. Because kindogo unjasa kibaba. Whatever you do today, whatever you do tomorrow, you are going to earn kindogo kila siku. And finally, it is just like the mustard seed that becomes a very huge tree. I never imagined that the day, and then like this one, in year 2001, when my sponsor gave me that form to sign, and I gave it and gave the money to her, I didn't imagine what kind of business was coming. I didn't even imagine what plans God had for us in this business. But today, when I look at the 19 years that we've been in this business, there are so many successful people that are in our team. When I look at all the people that are in our team, those who are directors, those who are Emerald directors, those who are Sapphire directors, the Rupee directors, I do not want to mention names just in case I omit anybody. I look at all the cross lines that we work with, and we've been holding hands so that we can make it a success. I promise you, if you come, we work as a New Life family, and we work together. And you know what? The sky is not the limit. It is the starting point. Do not allow anybody to stop you. Do not allow your friends to hold you back. Do not let anybody steal your dream. I never allow anybody to steal my dream. Don't you ever allow anybody to steal your dream. Don't you allow anybody to steal what God has given you. Nasemanga hii biashara nilipatiwa na Mungu, and nobody can take it away from me. And I will not allow anybody, not even my friends, not even anybody I can allow to take away this business from me, to take away my visions, to take away my dreams, to take away my plans, to take away my visions and my future. I would never allow anybody to do that. But of course, when you come to the business, you will be taught, by your sponsor. You'll be taught by the people that you'll be working together how to take care of your business. And don't you ever let anybody take away what God has given you. This is a God-given opportunity, and you can hold it with both hands, and your life will never be the same again. Our lives will never be the same again. Our children are already out of school. We are looking at the future with a lot of expectation. And we are looking to this great team that is coming. I'm looking at all the things that are coming. I'm looking at all the diamonds that are coming, and the senior managers and the directors and the emerald directors and the surveyor directors that are coming into our team. And just look forward to that day when we shall be seated at around the table and enjoy the fruits of our labor, and of course celebrate the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. I wish you the very best. May God bless you so much. May He extend your boundaries, and may you look to the future with a lot of expectation. May God bless you so much, and may you have a lovely evening. For the directors, let's meet tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Mbarikiwa sana na mpitie njia, haina vizuizi zozote. Asante sana. God bless you.
Thank you, PT. That was a great testimony and encouragement. I think we have come to the end of our meeting tonight. To the guests, turn to the person who invited you. Please do not waste a minute. Sign that form, get started. As you can see, we are working as a team, and we'll work with you as a team from the time you start to the time you become a diamond director like our PT, so that you may also find your way to that place where she found her name written. Thank you and God bless you. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, Dixon and Judy, for that session, which was so wonderful. And Judy, congratulations. And we are wishing you all the best, because New Life is going to be here for the next 6 years to come. So from me, thank you so much. I'm now going back live to Tanzania, where we are having a recognition meeting. So if you want to stay in the meeting, you can stay. If you want to leave, you are free to leave. But I'm not going to cancel, because we're just using the same ID. So from me, thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you. Samani, we are still trying to get a hold of Tanzania. So if you're staying on the line for that meeting, please bear with us. We're just trying as much as possible to get them connected right now. We're still having a bit of challenge. I think there is a lot of people in the hall, so the signal traffic is a little bit low, but we are trying to connect using different methods. So hopefully we'll be able to succeed in a few, so just bear with us.